Hello, everyone. It's Anahata. How are you today? Listen, I wanted to just invite one of my Vishuddha Mastery students to share their medicine with you. So I'm going to be doing these new segments called Mission and Medicine. And this is the first one. And so you are tuning in as we await one of my students, and she's going to just share what she's passionate about. And you guys know that I am the channel of assisting frequencies called AHA2 Codes, and that they are the law of attraction of energy medicine. What you may not know is I am just a gift alchemist. I channel the essence of things, right, in the form of a code that puts you in contact with that thing. And I also do this for people. I like to assist people in remembering their mission, what they came here to do, their purpose, what fills them with joy, but most importantly, what they can do, who they serve, and the problems they solve as a transformation catalyst, because we are all transformation catalysts. So I'm going to introduce you all to one of my students. Her name is Janice Dau. I'm going to bring her on camera now. And we're going to just do this raw, real, unscripted interview type thing for about 4 or 5 minutes, because I really those who need her medicine to be able to connect with Janice. Hey, Janice.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Sorry about that.
I'm so glad that I am able to introduce you to the tribe today. And I want you to just tell us about what you're passionate about and why.
I am very passionate about helping parents of adult children that want to fix their relationship with their child, and especially if their child has depression, that kind of thing, because as a parent, it's really hard to create those boundaries that are so important so that you live your life and you let your child live their life. And if they have depression, you can be really scary because you're worried about their safety. You're worried about, whether they're going to be successful in life and have money and a place to live and stuff like that. And so how do you do that in a way that is both respectful to you and your kid?
Oh, I love it. I love it. So guys, if anyone comes to mind when you hear Janice talk about that, and guys, I absolutely love the name of her business. Janice, what's the name of your business?
My Blue Beloved and Me.
Yeah, guys.
Because your beloved, your child is, your adult child is your beloved. And we don't really have a very good word for adult child. I mean, child seems like, under 18, that kind of thing. And right. So that's why I went with the word beloved, because they're always going to be beloved, whether they're 20, 40, 60 years old, and you're still the parent. So they're your beloved.
Yeah. And this is really a silent epidemic, I feel like, because as parents, you love unconditionally as much as you can. And yet you are so intertwined with their well-being that as parents, sometimes we end up sinking down into this mess while we're trying to assist them. So you have actually cracked the code, so to speak, on some energetic tools that are going to allow them to kind of come up to you versus you dwelling where they are, kind of inspiring them to reach new heights, and at the very least setting really good boundaries energetically so that it's not a draining relationship. It truly is a nurturing, but also a reciprocal relationship. And you do this a lot with energetics. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Absolutely. You were speaking about AHA2 codes and the wisdom of the AHA2 codes, the intelligence, the insight that comes with the codes, and the ability to release and rewire and rejuvenate is just so important. And it's transformative. And I know that word kind of gets overused, but it is transformative. And in a way that is just so gentle and gives you hope, because it's just so easy when you're in the mess of it that to like, oh, there can be a different way of being. Yes, absolutely, there can be. Yeah. Am I promising that you'll never have to worry about your kid again? No. but you know, it's their choice and your choice, and each of you have choices, and each of you have your own journeys. And it's just so important to be able to respect that in a way that's healthy for both of you, and to bring in more life and joy and grace into your life so that you can move forward and you don't feel stuck anymore, and you realize that you have choices. And it's so important. I was told that my relationship with my daughter was killing me, and because my life force was just draining into my daughter instead of, you know, staying with me. And that was disrespectful to both of us, and so important to create that boundary that's healthy, and create those choices. And then you're modeling the behavior you want to see in your kid, you know? I mean,
yeah.
how important is that, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really interesting as we, sorry guys, this is live and unscripted and my dogs are barking. Hey, gotta roll with it. It's really interesting. You know, Janice, that I'm all about science, and I really love to come across research that is backing up that, you know, truly as humans, we can think ourselves well or think ourselves sick. And depression is one of those epidemics where your mind is literally releasing chemicals into your body that are making you feel terrible. And it is so hard as a parent not to want to just go right down there with them and be, you know, as you said, your life force energy begins to leave you. And so what I love about what you do is that you teach people how to master and actually become sort of the hero in a very nurturing and loving and respectful way that is the best hope for a child, but then simultaneously you all get healed. And it's just so awesome what you're doing. Guys, if anything about what we just said strikes a chord with you, and you have perhaps experienced you know, Janice's mission and passion firsthand, or if someone you know is struggling through this cycle of wanting to support your child, but it's sort of draining you, whether they're depressed or just troubled, Janice has the mission and medicine for you. And I just wanted to introduce her to my tribe. And so spread the word, tag people here. Now, Janice, how can they reach out to you and at least get connection going so that they can hear about more of the stuff that you are rolling out in the upcoming months?
Yeah, I have a webpage, Janice Dau Energy Medicine, and I also have a Facebook page, Janice Dau, DAU, Dog Apple Umbrella. And yeah, I would love, and I just wanted to mention one quick thing, is that sometimes as parents we think, oh, if I could just fix this aspect of my kid, everything would be okay.
Yeah.
You can't fix your kid. You can't fix your loved one. You can't fix your boss. You can't, the only thing you can fix is yourself. And I am talking about taking care of yourself. I'm talking about putting on that oxygen mask so that you can take care of yourself. And then when you make a shift, then everything around you shifts. And that is what unsticks things. And so if you feel stuck, let's have a conversation. Let's, you know, little by little. And I think it's just so important that when you make those shifts, and whether you believe it or not, we're talking about, you know, getting to your subconscious and getting that brain to start working for you instead of allowing things to just kind of get out of hand. But which they can if you're in your mess and you feel like, oh my gosh. So yes, please, Janice Dau, Energy Medicine.
All right. And also, Janice, you are going to be featured on my upcoming summit in April. You got a lot of things going on. I'm so delighted that you've tapped into this specific aspect of what you came here to birth. And so many people are suffering silently with a child that is either troubled or depressed, etc. And the best thing we can possibly do as parents to support them is to actually nurture ourselves and our perception in order to be that bright, shining star of hope. And that beacon is the best way to cultivate a actual functional relationship and end that cycle of sadness. And so I am just, you are a gift to the world. I couldn't be happier with everything you're doing. I'm really looking forward to, you are working on several masterclass series to help people through this issue specifically. And again, as I said, you're going to be on the new summit that I'm hosting called One Voice Calling. So you are moving and shaking. I'm so proud of you. I adore you. And I'm glad that I could introduce you to the tribe and you could share your mission and your medicine. All right, guys, so head on over to the website. I'm going to tag it in this post and also in the description. And also, please do friend request Janice, as well as tag people who need to hear this. Because again, you wouldn't believe how many people actually suffer through this. And simply, there aren't any resources. Case in point, there's no word for it, right? We have to say adult child. Like, what the heck? So lots of people need your love and support, Janice, and we love you for everything you're doing to shift the world into a place of unconditional love. And so thanks for coming on today, everyone. Janice, love you, girl.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yeah, we'll talk soon. Bye-bye, everyone. God bless.